What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to my Season 3 Marksman guide. It's going to be super quick, to the point, not wasting anybody's time. We got a minor rework, so we're going to get into that. But first, if you don't know me, Cable, I'm an elite rated Marksman player. I have 5 hunters. This is the only one you'll see on YouTube. I play the other 4 privately. But, getting into it, stat prio, if that's all you're after, stat prio, generic, blitz, arena, you want to go verse mastery. If you are in the top 1% hunters, like myself, and want to play the game on hard mode but do the big damage, go crit, mastery, nothing else. Right now, I have 12% versatility because it's the beginning of the season. But as we get later on into the season, I'm going to have 0% burst, just like I did last season. That's actually how I hit elite status with 0 burst. It was a lot of fun. But anyway, getting into it, Hunter side of the tree, there's no changes. Dark Ranger, there's 2 changes, and Marks Hunter side, there's a couple talent changes. So to keep it real short and sweet, Dark Ranger, Soul Drinker, extra Black Arrow and Bleak Powder damage. Umbral Reach, extra Black Powder, Black Arrow, and Bleak Powder damage. Really, really nice. If you want to read it, you can pause and read it. But it synergizes with our tier set, which in PvP combat, it's nerfed, so it increases Black Arrow damage by 3%. It increases Bleak Powder damage by 6% when I pull it up on screen. And it also increases, let's see, and it reduces the cooldown of True Shot by 9 seconds in PvP combat. So don't take the cool tip at face value. The 4 set, Withering Fire, Black Arrow damage is increased by 16%. And Consuming Death Blow has a 16% chance to cause all Black Arrow barrages during your next Withering Fire to fire 1 additional arrow. It says 50 in the tooltip. In PvP, it's 16. So there's that. On top of that, so over here on the Marks Hunter side of the tree, right? These are the synergies that make the tier set great. Okay, this is why I recommend running the tier set this season. Lock and Load got a buff. It's now 10% chance off your auto attacks versus the 4%, which is nice. And also doesn't nerf your auto attacks anymore. It nerfed the duration last season. So they took that away. Awesome. Down here, Shrapnel Shot, casting Explosive Shot has a 100% chance to grant Lock and Load, and then combine that with Magnetic Gunpowder, consuming that Lock and Load block. Proc reduces Explosive Shot by 8 seconds, consuming the precise shots after casting aim shot, reduces the cooldown by an additional 2 seconds. Pair that with Salvo, and you can reset your Explosive Shot instantly, and just keep going. Watch. So this is where my Explosive Shot is right here. Watch the cooldown. So, Explosive Shot, aim shot, Black Arrow, volley. Boom, I have it back. And now I can just go again. Right, obviously, you'd be throwing in rapid fires and not showing you how fast you can reset it. On top of that, okay, here's where it gets spicy. All right, you'll notice I'm not playing Eagle's Accuracy. Aim shot and rapid fire damage increased by 2.5%, goes up to 5%. I don't run that. And the reason I don't run that is, check this out. Look at these modifiers real quick. Okay. 8% increased Black Arrow damage plus Black Arrow periodic. Tier set increases Black Arrow damage. Okay. This lets Black Arrow now benefit from precise shots at 25% effectiveness. Razor Fragments. After gaining Death Blow, your next Black Arrow will deal 75% damage. Okay. And I think yeah, okay. So Withering Fire, True Shot is actively surrender darkness, granting you Withering Fire and Death Blow. Get a free guaranteed proc. So check this out. Okay. When I cast Aim Shot, this is where all your damage comes from. Precise shots, the damage of Kill Shot, Black Arrow, which is reduced because you're a Dark Ranger, is increased by 252%. So that's really good. So I also stack crit. So let's see what this can hit for. So we are going to go Boom. So that didn't go off. There we go. It was a good one. 9 million. Straight off the bat, 9 million right in front of your face. And you're like, Cable, that's a target dummy. How hard you hit in PvP? 9 million. So last night, I hit for 12.5 million with a single black arrow. I've hit between 8 and 9 million. These are on, geared players. 8, 9 million consistent. I consistently hit these. And this is why I stack crit mastery versus the versatility mastery, because those modifiers I just told you about, the tier set, plus you got this talent for 8%, and then you got the razor fragments, for 75% with death blow, which you get guaranteed death blow inside your true shot aura. It all stacks up with penetrating shots, gain critical strike damage equal to 40% of your critical strike chance. Now, to be honest, I don't really believe that this is worded correctly. I don't think it goes off your critical chance. I think it goes off your total amount of stat points put into it. If you don't know what I mean by that, so I have outside of my true shot aura, I have 47% crit, but I have 23,162 critical strike points. I go up to 62% inside my true shot aura. Now, down here at the bottom of the tree, you have a choice. If you want to do crit mastery like me, I take Unerring Vision. It's actually 5% crit chance and 5% crit damage in PvP combat. But if you're doing the first mastery, I highly recommend you go Calling the Shots. Reduces the true shots cooldown by 30 seconds. It's a lot nicer because if you're doing the versatility route, you're doing from the more consistent damage, more consistent pressure. Also in arenas, I would recommend doing Calling the Shots anyway, just so you can have your burst window up far more often. It's really nice. But, I see a lot of hunters doing this. Please don't make this mistake. Please don't. So they don't run magnetic gunpowder, and they run light ammo. I see this all the time. I'm constantly inspecting the Marksman just to see what everybody's running. So tooltip will say that this does 75% cleave damage. Even if you walk up and hit a PvP dummy, it will still say it does 75% cleave damage, right? Because it's 60% by itself, and light ammo adds 15%. This is not true. If you go into an instance PvP, arena, or battlefield, you'll see that aspect of the Hydra by itself is only 30%. If you add light ammo, it only adds 7% damage. So you're only cleaving for 37%. So you're wasting so much, not only burst damage, but sustained damage by taking light ammo versus if you took magnetic gunpowder, because as I showed you, you're resetting your explosive shot, which gives you a free aim shot, which gives you a free black arrow, or arcane shot if you don't get a proc, which just lowers explosive shot cooldown. You're losing so much damage by taking light ammo, and I see it all the time. So do not take this in PvP. This is a PvE talent, your Mythic Plus, take it, but not for player versus player. The only other thing that I would recommend, if you are trying to burst one person down, you're like, I want the most single target damage that I can do, don't play Aspect of the Hydra. Instead, play Small Game Hunter. And the reason I say that is because it's still 15% extra damage on explosive shot, which is really nice because you are just resetting it over and over and over, which adds that. Boom. But see what I can do with the crit. See if I get it to crit. There we go, that crit. Explosive shot, crit for 3 million. It's really good, especially if you want to run this inside Blitz anyway, and you get a cluster of people and you throw one explosive shot on one person and you do volley, and then you have 3 explosive shots out and they all blow up. It's pretty good. But for arenas specifically, if you're trying to burst down one person with the most amount of damage, I would recommend. And on top of the what I showed you about the Black Arrow critting, the other reason why I run the left side of the tree and I do Windrunner's Quiver versus the Eagle's Accuracy is just because they're fighting like a warrior or a paladin or a druid that goes in the bear form and hits Iron Fur. Aim shot and rapid fire increased 5% damage into all that armor is worth it because it's physical damage. It's going to get negated. You're just wasting talent points. But black arrow is shadow damage, so it ignores armor. So that 9 million crit that you just saw me do, you're still going to hit them for 9 million because all that armor means nothing. So you're still going to kill them, especially when you hit people for 12.5 million, like I did last time, which was a lot of fun. Anyway, that is my that's the guide. That's stat prio. If you want to know of the burst opener, it's a little bit different than last season. So you do volley to get the double tap, and then you do rapid fire, and then you activate true shot to get your second double tap, and then you do aim shot, which will be instant. So your double tap aim shot's going to go off at the same time both your explosive shots go off. It's going to do a lot of damage. So let's see. Let me switch back to this so you can see. I usually run Hydra for fast 30 degrees. But this is what it looks like. Okay, watch the damage meters. So, double tap, true shot, double tap, black arrow. So that was 2. So 9.4 million on the black arrow. I hit a 9 million. I hit a 9.2 million and a 9.4. An explosive shot hit for 2.5, really 2.6 million, which is nice. Aim shot hit 21 million. These are I'm just reading the crits, by the way. But you'll see Razor Fragments did a lot of damage, but Master Marksman DOT also did a lot of damage. Master Marksman DOT did more damage than explosive shot and rapid fire, which is crazy. So if you're hitting these massive numbers for crits, I love it. I love crit mastery marksman. It's what I play. It's what I swear by, and I mean you can see twice in this video I've shown you over 9 million crits for Black Arrow. It's pretty nice. And yes, you do that in arenas. So anyway, that's my guide. Hope you all have a great day.